He pulled out a thin rope and tried to strangle the man, but the man easily fought back with his briefcase. Before Mark could get away, more henchmen surrounded him. Jack looked on helplessly, his eyes filled with sympathy. Seeing one of them reach for a gun, Mark immediately smashed his briefcase into him. One thug grabbed him, but Mark wrestled the gun away and fired wildly, forcing everyone else to keep their distance. Even though he was surrounded, he handled it calmly, almost like a master of Chinese kung fu. The briefcase in Mark's hand became his deadliest weapon. With a flying kick, he sent one of the enemies crashing to the ground. Just as Mark finished off the last thug, the sheriff showed up with his deputies, all of them pointing their guns at him. Fortunately, a female officer stepped in to defend him, clearing up the misunderstanding. But when they rushed to the warehouse, it was already empty. It was clear the crime boss had gotten word and quickly moved the hostages. Using the investigation as an excuse, the sheriff confiscated all the documents and ordered the female officer to take Mark back. As Mark was about to get into the car, he sensed something was wrong. He made an excuse, slipped away, and quietly doubled back. The sheriff drove to the docks with the evidence, unaware that Mark was hiding in the shadows, watching closely. That's when Mark realized the truth. The sheriff had been bought off by the crime boss. The girls were being locked into shipping containers, ready to be trafficked to Japan. Though alone and outnumbered, Mark deliberately revealed himself to draw the gang's attention. Hidden in the darkness, he moved like a silent executioner. In an instant, he took down a thug, stole his gun, and began his killing spree. Each shot precise, each enemy falling cleanly. No sooner had he cleared out the henchman than the deputy sheriff charged at him, knocking the gun from his hands. They squared off in brutal hand-to-hand combat, but the deputy's showy moves were useless against raw strength. Within moments, Mark kicked him to the ground. Then the sheriff arrived and launched his own attack. Mark stood his ground. A single hook to the jaw sent the sheriff reeling. A punch to the leg, a punch to the head, and a swift leg sweep brought the fight to an end. Barely clinging to life, the sheriff pulled out a keyring and confessed that in his locker was evidence implicating everyone involved. The police, the courts, even government officials. Thanks to Mark's efforts, every corrupt player was arrested one by one. The kidnapped girls were freed, and Mark's sister finally woke up safe and sound.